RetroGameBoyz. I'm finding some good value in going live with these videos. They make a nice library of different demonstrations and product overviews. So I'm gonna do one for the Atari 5200 arcade stick. I have my 5200 right here at the bottom, and that is a modified one with a AV and power output. And I have an Atari Max Ultimate SD card in there. I also have a pretty extensive library of Atari 5200 games. It's just better to load them from the SD. Plus, you can play a lot of ports like Atari 800 and Atari 400 games, other 8-bit games, hacks and homebrews and all that other stuff as well. But this is just a quick demonstration of another product going out. This is nothing new. I have made this since 2021. And I've sold over 500 of these worldwide, on eBay or Etsy, as well as my own personal site. But I figured I'd just do another quick update for new followers and having another video on the channel. This is a digital arcade stick. It's not analog. I have a section on my site about analog versus digital. To make a long story short, this can play, I think, 56 games out of the 69 original library. Could even play paddle games because these horizontal and vertical calibration knobs can be used to play those paddle games. Certain games that can't be played, Missile Command, people use a trackball anyway, or Star Wars Arcade, for example. But that hasn't stopped people from buying them because it's great for the majority of the games and homebrews that are out there. Just a quick demonstration. I'm going to go to 32K ROMs. I'm going to take the arcade stick off screen so you could just focus on the TV. I like to go to Choplifter first when I'm doing a test also, just because it's a 2-button game. Then I'll just press A for start. And then there you go. So that's to turn the chopper, and that's to fire. Now you'll notice that I will manually calibrate this for my system. There is something known as the Pokey Pot inside the console. Sometimes that has to be modified after 40 plus years or replaced. So these knobs, for example, depending on the game, will allow you to calibrate the center position. So for example, notice how the copter keeps going down a little bit. So all I have to do is just move it a little bit to the left and it stops. So obviously that goes up, that goes down, etc. And then the same thing for here, left and right. Now I calibrate this using like a testing program on my system. It's a cartridge with the ROM on it. But I have a video on my channel that shows you how to use like Missile Command, for example, to calibrate to the center if you want. Each game requires a little different center calibration. I mean, as you guys know, the original joysticks and the way the games were programmed had problems to begin with. So one of the reasons the system failed. But other than that, though, like I said, I've sold a ton of these. People love them, etc. But just showing you how this would work. Now, there are, like I mentioned, a few nuances with certain games that I've noticed, like either Vanguard or Kicks, for example, have certain issues where tweaking the calibration doesn't always work. But one of those things, basically, it's just some of those nuances with some of those games, but hasn't really caused issues. Okay, so that's pretty much that game. Let me just go to a paddle game like Kaboom, for example. Where's my Kaboom? There it is, up top. Now, this version of Kaboom is actually pretty cool. If you have two of these, one guy could be the bomber and the other guy could be the buckets, which is actually, you know, a pretty cool. But that's the knob there. Some people have actually modified this to include a larger knob on it. So we're just gonna. So you can play games like Breakout or what other games require paddles, etc. And you are gonna sit and watch me play this because now I'm invested. I'm sitting on my knees right now doing this. There we go. Okay, I like to keep these live streams short, just to really give you just quick examples of what I'm selling and what I've been doing. Again, I don't use YouTube that much. Been using it more now because I'm just finding I get more engagement on it than Twitter or X and Threads and Instagram and Facebook. It's just a better platform for me. So I'm going to start doing more live streams when I'm starting to send out products. But that's the Atari 5200 digital arcade stick. It's on my site. It's on eBay. Check out the reviews. You won't be disappointed. Plus, I offer a limited lifetime warranty and satisfaction guarantee. I'm so confident in the quality of the products. Everything is designed. These are 3D printed cases, but they're solid and sturdy. I use professionally designed wire harnesses that I design and circuit boards. Like, there's nothing really slopped together in any of my products. Alrighty, so you guys take care, and hope to talk to some of you soon. I do see there's a number of you on here. I don't know if people are actually, I have my phone in front of the TV, so I can't see if there's chat coming in. So if I don't respond or say anything, I apologize. I'll respond in turn later. I think they take the chat and they put it in the comments. But you guys can reach out to me on my site at RetroGameBoyz.com. And if you have any other questions, I'll be here for you. Alrighty, guys, have a great Sunday. Take care and enjoy the week to come. Bye-bye.